The 8th annual Laupahoehoe Music Festival was held on Saturday at Laupahoehoe Point Beach Park. Somehow the torrential downpours that soaked the rest of the island spared the event, honoring the memory of musician and Laupahoehoe resident Bradda Smitty.
And Smitty's right here with us. I think he took a shower curtain and pulled it all around Laupahoehoe Point. We haven't had a drop of rain. We have been totally blessed.
Penny Kili Vredenberg and Auntie Lucille Chung have been a part of the festival since it was first envisioned by Smitty.
It was a dream, and you know that actual things actually happen but preceded by dreams. Smitty had a dream, and he talked about that dream with Lucille and the rest of them.
Yeah, Don.
And the ones that came in and said, we're there. And then I got a call, I said, I'm there, no problem. And it just gave birth to this little beautiful baby, which is growing up into a beautiful teenager right now. Couldn't have imagined, yeah?
Couldn't have imagined.
And we and then the food booths. Then Lucille started building this thing with the food booths. Everybody wanted to come aboard on this, and they did. And it's a very inclusive. It's not exclusive. It's very inclusive because that's the way Lucille and Smitty are. His house was right up there on the hill, and he could look down on the point.
And that was his dream, to give back to the community using this venue.
Yes.
And he kept saying, I want to do a music festival. And I says, brother, you have the contacts. We know how to put things together. Let's do work together, and this is it. The baby was
Smitty passed away last year after a long battle with diabetes and additional complications from cancer. The event now bears his name and continues on.
It was a no-brainer. He started it. He's no longer with us. He needs to be part of it. So we named it after him in his honor. We signed a poster to his wife, who is still having a hard time. And everybody grieves in their own way. And here we are.
Claiborne Brada Smitty Smith was a Hawaiian music icon. A nephew of the late slack key master, Gabi Pahinui, Smitty was a member of the renowned music group Sons of Hawaii.
Well, it brings everybody back together again to reminisce of the old style of music that was played before,
In 2008, Big Island Video News had occasion to interview Bradda Smitty during a slack key guitar festival in Keoho on the Kona side of the island.
Before people started singing, Hawaiians started singing, they loved the sound of the instrument, and then added their lyrics, music to it, our language to it, and made it even more sweet.
The master of Kiho'alu shared some of his wisdom with our camera on that day.
Slack key is a way of tuning the instrument, the guitar. It goes back over 100 years when the Spanish first came to Hawaii and brought the guitars, and the Hawaiian people heard the sound that they were playing, and they tried to duplicate the sound. And so they came up with slack key. They started tuning the guitars, the strings, so it would sound like a chord. That was the beginning of Hawaiian slack key music,
I think defining slack key can only be demonstrated. You can't really talk about it.
On that same day, one of the performers who took the stage was Makana, a new breed of Hawaiian guitar virtuoso, well versed in the art of traditional slack key. Coincidentally, it would be a few years later, during the 2012 Laupahoehoe Music Festival, that Bradda Smitty would join Makana on stage for what would be Smitty's last public performance before his death. For Smitty, it was all about keeping the traditions of Hawaiian music alive.
And hopefully our younger generation be inspired by it, keep Hawaii music, alive and well.
Today, Smitty's Music Festival raises scholarship money for graduating seniors of the Laupahoehoe area and funds community projects.
It's letting his legacy live on. And to me, that is important because he had a vision to help give back to the community, and we're just helping him do that.
Since it was organized in 2005, the nonprofit Laupahoehoe has awarded nearly tens of thousands in scholarships to date. Under the current plan, every student who applies receives a scholarship.
Of course, and we've given away just about $27,000 or $30,000.
Almost $30,000 in scholarships.
In the last 7 years.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to do that.
Even while we were filming this interview, a big donation was telephoned in to Vredenburg from the Friends of Smitty organization.
Just got a phone call from a very close friend of Smitty and Sue, and it was from Susie Ruddle. And from the account of Friends of Smitty, she is writing a check to the fundraiser for $500. She will contact you to give you the check. I just got off the phone with her. Thank you, Susie Ruddle.
Thank you, Susie. Love you.
Oh, yes, we do.
Love
Good
you.
girl.
Yeah.
Good girl, yes.
We always perform.
The Laupahoehoe Community Public Charter School also conducted a silent auction to help raise funds for the purchase of the first hybrid school bus in the state.
That's the first one for the state, and the charter school, the nonprofit arm for the charter school are the ones that are working towards it. So they asked to do their silent auction with us. Sure, come on board. You know, we're here for the community.
The purchase of the Thomas-built C2E hybrid bus is part of the school's Green Sustainability Program, which also includes organic gardening, composting, animal husbandry, and recycling. As in years past, this year's Hawaiian-style event features some of the island's best music and hula entertainers performing at Laupahoehoe Point Beach Park. Organizers say the spot is noted for its sacred and natural beauty and was a regular stopover by Kamehameha in his canoe voyaging conquest of the islands. Today, the tradition is carried on by dedicated volunteers.
Don and I have shared this thing with everybody else. This is Don Canario. He's the one that designs all these shirts all the time, you know, and they're just so beautiful. And this one here is my favorite with Brother Smitty on it. Yeah. Brother, thank you for the inspiration and motivation.